Hello, and welcome back to People Skills Pro. We've all met them. The person who is the picture of support. They smile, they offer compliments, they say all the right things. But when you're with them, something feels profoundly wrong. There's a dissonance. A strange feeling in your gut that tells you the person you're seeing is not the person who truly exists. We often look for verbal cues of animosity, insults, arguments, direct attacks. But the most dangerous enemies don't use these tactics. They are far too clever for that. They have mastered the art of smiling to your face while subtly working against you behind the scenes. Their weapon is not the sword. It is the dagger hidden behind a friendly handshake. They rely on your willingness to believe their words over their actions. They count on you dismissing your intuition as paranoia. But actions have a weight and a truth that words can never have. Actions are the confessions of the soul. Today, we are going to expose these confessions. We are going to move beyond what they say and focus entirely on what they do. We will do a deep dive into the 5 specific actions that reveal a person's true, hidden negative feelings toward you. For each action, we will dissect the dark psychology that drives it and give you the tools to recognize it and protect yourself. This is your guide to reading the true story written in their deeds, not their words. The core principle: actions are confessions. Before we begin, we must adopt a new, powerful lens through which to view the world. Actions are not just louder than words. Actions are confessions. Words can be manipulated. A smile can be faked. But a consistent pattern of action reveals a person's true character and intent. The wolf in sheep's clothing has to spend its entire day acting like a sheep. But eventually, the wolf must hunt. The actions we are about to discuss are the moments when the wolf's true nature breaks through the disguise. Your job is to stop listening to the "bah" of their words and start paying attention to the bite of their actions. Action number 1. Enthusiastic sabotage. The helper who hurts. This is one of the most insidious and damaging actions. The frenemy will eagerly volunteer to help you with a task, but their help is subtly designed to lead to your failure or embarrassment. The psychology. This is a sophisticated expression of envy and a desire for control. They cannot stand the thought of you succeeding on your own merits. By helping, they insert themselves into your process. If you succeed, they can take credit. I helped them. If you fail, they get the secret satisfaction of knowing they contributed to your downfall, all while maintaining the perfect alibi of a supportive friend. What it looks like. The helpful volunteer. You have a major presentation. They enthusiastically volunteer to proofread your slides. They return them to you, saying they look great, but they have either missed obvious typos or, more subtly, made suggestions that weaken your core argument. The wingman who shoots you down. You're interested in someone at a party. Your friend says, "I'll go talk you up." They then go over and say something like, "You should totally talk to my friend. He's a great guy. He's just been through a really tough breakup, so he's a little fragile right now." They have sabotaged you under the perfect cover of being a supportive wingman. The technical assistant. They offered to help you set up the technology for an important online meeting. Accidentally, the wrong file is shared, or your microphone isn't working at the crucial moment. It's always followed by, "Oh my God, I am so sorry. I don't know what happened." How to handle it. The trust but verify method. Never give them control of critical tasks. You can accept their offer of help, but you must always maintain final control. "Thanks so much for offering to proofread. Just track the changes so I can give them a final review." Decline their help gracefully. If your gut tells you their offer is not genuine, you have every right to decline. "I really appreciate the offer, but I've got a system that works for me. I'm good, thanks." Observe the pattern. One accident is an accident. A pattern of helpful mistakes that consistently make you look bad is a confession. Recognize it and stop giving them access to your projects. Action number 2, the accidental social exclusion. This is not about being left out of a big formal event. This is a consistent pattern of being accidentally forgotten when it comes to the small, informal social gatherings that build real bonds. The psychology. This is a classic tool of social isolation. By repeatedly leaving you out of the loop, they are subtly communicating to you and to the rest of the group that you are not one of us. It creates a sense of anxiety and FOMO in you, making you feel insecure and on the outside. Each exclusion is designed to be small enough that if you were to complain, you would look petty and needy. What it looks like. The entire team at work decides to go for an impromptu lunch. Everyone was told via a group chat that you were accidentally left off of. A group of friends makes plans for a casual weekend get-together right in front of you, and no one extends an invitation your way. You find out about a party after the fact, and when you ask the frenemy about it, they say, "Oh my God, I totally thought Sarah was going to invite you. I'm so sorry." How to handle it. The build your own tribe method. Stop trying to get invited. Never ever complain about being left out. This gives them immense satisfaction and makes you look weak. Recognize the message. Understand that their action is a clear confession. They do not value your presence. Accept that truth. Invest your energy elsewhere. Stop trying to break into their circle. Focus your time and social energy on the people who actively seek out your company and make you feel welcome. Your social life should be a source of joy, not a constant audition. Action number 3, weaponized praise. Praising your rival to diminish you. This is a masterful and cruel psychological tactic. Instead of insulting you directly, the wolf will praise someone else, often your direct competitor or rival, in a way that is clearly designed to highlight your perceived shortcomings. The psychology. This is a way to attack you by proxy. They can't say, "You're not doing a good job," so instead they say, "Wow, look at how amazing that person is doing." It's a way of creating a comparison that you are guaranteed to lose, making you feel insecure and less than without them ever laying a glove on you directly. What it looks like. In the workplace, you're in a team meeting. The frenemy says, "I just want to give a huge shout out to Dave's team. The way they landed that client was just incredible. It's a real lesson in how to do things right." This is said while knowing your project is struggling. In a social setting, you've been working hard on your fitness. The frenemy says in front of your partner, "Have you seen how great Mike looks lately? He's been living at the gym. His dedication is just so attractive in a man." In your family, your sibling gets a promotion. Your frenemy says to your parents in front of you, "You must be so incredibly proud of Sarah. She's always been the ambitious one in the family." How to handle it. The unflappable agreement method. Agree with the compliment. This completely disarms them. Their goal is to make you feel jealous and insecure. If you agree with the praise, you show that you are so confident that another person's success is not a threat to you. Them, Dave's team did an incredible job. You, I completely agree. What they pulled off was seriously impressive. I've already reached out to Dave to learn more about his process. This response shows you are secure, collaborative, and humble, all hallmarks of a true leader. You have taken their weapon and turned it into a demonstration of your own strength. Action number 4. The Information Gatekeeper. This is a subtle form of sabotage where the frenemy conveniently forgets to share crucial information that you need to succeed or to avoid a mistake. The psychology. Knowledge is power. By controlling the flow of information, the gatekeeper can ensure you are unprepared, that you miss deadlines, or that you make a fool of yourself. It allows them to engineer your failure while maintaining perfect plausible deniability. "Oh my God, I am so sorry, it completely slipped my mind," is their constant refrain. How it looks. The deadline for an important project was moved up, and everyone on the team was told, except you. The location for a meeting was changed, and you were the only one who shows up to the old empty room. A client sent an important email with a complaint, but your friend who saw it forgot to tell you about it until your boss brings it up. How to handle it. The Systemize Your Information method. Recognize the pattern. One time is a mistake. Multiple times is a tactic. Stop believing their excuses. Create independent channels. Do not rely on this person as a single point of failure for information. Make sure you are on all the official email lists. Double-check meeting locations yourself. At the end of a conversation, you can say, "This is great. Just to be sure, can you send me a quick email recap of the key deadlines we just discussed?" Remove them as a gatekeeper. You are essentially creating systems that make their forgetfulness irrelevant. Action number 5. The public correction. This is when a person waits for you to be in front of an audience, in a meeting, at a dinner party, to point out a small mistake or flaw in your work or your story. They always frame it as being helpful or just wanting to be accurate. The psychology. The goal here is public humiliation, plain and simple. It's about diminishing your status and credibility in front of others. By correcting you on a minor, insignificant detail, they are trying to position themselves as more intelligent, more detail-oriented, and superior to you. The public setting is not a coincidence. It is the entire point of the action. What it looks like. You're giving a presentation. That's a great point, but I think the statistic you quoted is actually 42%, not 43%. Just want to make sure we have the right data. You're telling a story to friends. It was actually a Tuesday we went to that restaurant, not a Wednesday. I remember because that's when they have the special. How to handle it. The thank you and move on method. Do not get defensive or argue. Arguing over a trivial detail makes you look petty and proves they got under your skin. Acknowledge and dismiss. The most powerful response is to briefly acknowledge their point and immediately move on, showing that it was of no significance to you. Them. I think that statistic is actually 42%, not 43%. You. Without missing a beat, with a smile. You're right. Thank you for that. Anyway, the larger point is, by treating their gotcha moment as a trivial piece of lint to be brushed off, you rob it of all its power. You show the audience that you are focused on the important things and cannot be rattled by petty attacks. So, let's bring it all together. The people who smile to your face while working against you are not ghosts. They leave footprints. Their actions are a confession of their true intent. They are the ones who help you fail. They are the ones who accidentally exclude you. They are the ones who praise your rivals to make you feel small. They are the ones who forget to give you the information you need. And they are the ones who correct you in public to feel superior. Your power comes from learning to trust their actions over their words. It comes from recognizing these patterns not as a series of unfortunate accidents, but as a deliberate, if subconscious, strategy. You don't need to confront them with anger. You don't need to create drama. You simply need to see them for who they are. And then, with quiet confidence, you must act. You neutralize their sabotage, you build your own tribe, and you invest your precious time and energy in people whose actions and words are aligned, people who are genuinely on your team. That is how you protect your peace and build a life of authentic, supportive relationships. If you found this guide helpful, please click the like button and subscribe to People Skills Pro for more practical advice on building a better life. Thank you for listening.